Hello, it's Lisa Dickey from Dickey's Cooking School, and I'm going to talk to you today about browned butter. So what is brown butter? Well, number one, I'm going to show you slowly. Brown butter is simply butter that's been simmered slowly, not quickly, we don't want to burn it, so that the milk fat is sort of simmered and burnt off. And what you'll literally get is some browning in the bottom of the pan. And what you'll get is that super clear oil. It almost looks like a dark vegetable oil when you're finished. Why would you brown butter? Butter actually has a fair amount of water in it. And in fact, North American butter has even more water in it than its European counterparts. So sometimes you're gonna find recipes and they're gonna ask for European butter. For example, if you want to make a croissant, you're going to use a butter. You're going to go with a French butter. So I think it's Churn 84 or an Emerald Isle butter or even a Sterling butter, because it has a higher fat content and less water. And that water is going to drag down your baking. Okay. So you can see here, it's just starting to fizzle up. I've got the temperature on like a medium low. So if the range of this cooktop goes to 10, I have it as a number 3, and I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Once I've finished simmering it off and I've got my brown butter, I could use that actually in a baked good. It's excellent for a cake. If you wanted to substitute, say your cake recipe calls for sunflower oil or grapeseed oil, you could substitute brown butter. And when you think of something, how it is at room temperature, butter at room temperature is thick and dense. But if you want something that's a straight, like it's going to be an oil or a liquid at room temperature, then you're going to think of something that's going to make your cookie or your cake or your baked good more pliable, okay? So it's going to be less dense and it's not going to have that water in it. Now, what if you're doing a savory dish? So just recently for Thanksgiving, I browned butter and I used that liquid as a coating for the outside of my turkey instead of using olive oil. And I did one other thing to it, is that I threw sage leaves in it. So I infused the butter with a ton of flavor, and then I used that to coat all over the turkey, and it gave this really beautiful crust. It's also excellent brown butter if you simmer it with a lot of garlic and then throw that into your mashed potatoes, okay? I'm gonna show you in a few minutes what it looks like after it's simmered down, but I want you to count on, this is about just a little more than a quarter cup of butter, and it's going to take 10 minutes on low and slow to let it simmer down. That's brown butter. I hope you enjoyed this tip, and I hope you love butter. Why not? It's delish. If you want more, just head over to Dickey's Cooking School. I have loads. Happy baking. Okay, so this is our browned butter. You can see in the bottom of the pan, it is brown, believe it or not. And so I'm just going to pour that off. Quick tip, after you've browned butter and you've boiled off all of the milk fat and the water, it's going to get really hot. So if you're using this for a baked good, don't add it in, especially don't add it if you're adding it directly into some mixed with eggs, because you'll cook the eggs and super gross. Okay, but this is a beautiful flavored brown butter. It has a really great aroma. It's nutty. It's a great addition to a baked good, great addition to a savory dish. Enjoy your butter. Why not? It's so good. Happy cooking. Talk to you soon. Bye.